On May 7, 1945, the German General Alfred Johl signed in France the Act of the Unconditional Surrender of the National Sociality Germany before the Allied force. However, this was not the end of the Second World War in Asia. Japan would attack China in order to expand through the Asian continent. The result was that the United States and other European countries made a series of trade embargoes and 90% decrease in oil supply. Among other reasons, these were the trigger of attack by the Imperial Japanese Navy against the United States naval base in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, on December 1941. The following days, USA declared war to Japan, and in the 4 following years, they fought hard battles against the Japanese and Chinese territory and in the Pacific. The Manhattan Project was developed by the United States with the help of the United Kingdom and Canada. It grew a large number of scientific eminence and the objective of developing the first atomic bomb before his enemies, the Germans. The investigation finished in the first atomic test carried out in desert from Mexico on July 16, 1945. The bombs became the objective of any Japanese aspiration in the Pacific and in the Asian continent.
6 in 1945 was the first mission of nuclear bomb launched by United States at 2:45 in the morning. The flight to Japan was undertaken even without a clear destination. After knowledge that B-29 had the reach of the having the problems. During the takeoff, the little boy, Pop, was assembled during the flight. Norrie Jepson, the second lieutenant, and William Sparson were the change of the mission. They had through 3 Japanese cities as a destination, but everything depends on the climate that they present. The main object was Hiroshima, which had a communication center, a military center, and concentration center for the troops, wherever the 18% of the population was civilized. That day, Hiroshima had a substantial climate, making it a very attractive object. During the Hiroshima explosion, a temperature greater than a surface of the sun was found. Living in Hiroshima, 70,000 died on the spot. Another 70,000 were injured approximately. 3 days later, United States decided to throw the second nuclear bomb over Nagasaki. Today we meet the expert in nuclear bombs, Elizabeth Osorio. Tell us about that had Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So Elizabeth, please, what were the bombs?
Okay, hello. First, the name of the 2 bombs are Little Boy, thrown over Hiroshima, and Falcón over Nagasaki.
What is the difference between them?
The difference between them that their chemical composition. The first one, Little Boy, was composed of nuclear device loaded with uranium-235, and in the other hand, Falcón was composed of the nuclear load with plutonium-239.
Some repercussions of these events are first of all the death. In Hiroshima lived about 350,000 people. The amount of deaths varied from 90,000 to 166,000 people. On the other hand, in Nagasaki lived 263,000 people. After Fatman detonation, between 39,000 to 80,000 people died. Then, on August the 14th, Japan accepted the unconditional surrender, but it was formally signed on September the 2nd. This was the end of the Second World War. The General Hideki Toho was the Prime Minister of Japan most of World War II. He was blamed for being the mastermind and executor of Pearl Harbor attack and the prolongation of the war in the Pacific. Finally, he was executed on September the 23rd. This is Sunji Yamaguchi in 1980. He was a survivor of the atomic bomb in Nagasaki. There were many people like him with deep scars, not only in their skin but in their minds. However, Japan rose up after this experience. Nowadays, both cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, are inhabited, but there are monuments there that reminds them this happened.